If you're successful on the outside and ambitious to do more, but you still procrastinate, this video is for you. It's not because you're incapable. You know what to do, you know how to do it, and you've done it before. The problem is that starting and sustaining the work feels perhaps harder than it should. Most people try to solve this with discipline. They try harder, they motivate themselves more and get serious. But let's face it, if that was going to work, it would have worked by now. This is not a discipline problem, it's a system problem. You're not using your brain in the way your brain actually works. Many very successful people, perhaps like you, certainly like me, have what we call a spiky profile. We might be brilliant at complex strategy, creative problem solving, or thinking on our feet, but we struggle with things that other people find easy: scheduling, admin, expense reports, writing documents. It's not that those things are hard, but we struggle to actually do them. Our strengths and weaknesses are kind of inverted. There are some things we do really well and we find really easy that other people find hard, and some things that we find hard, other people find easy. Now, what usually happens next is overcompensation. We may still achieve our goals, but at a disproportionate cost. We push hard, we work harder than our peers to get the same result, especially for these tedious tasks, and we rely on adrenaline or coffee or just last-minute panic to focus, and this isn't sustainable. And when we do this, we're pouring our energy into our weaknesses and we're starving our strengths. It's no wonder people burn out doing this. Now, this may be ADHD, and you could look into that, but whether it's ADHD or isn't doesn't really matter. The more important question is, how do you manage your mind and your energy to get the best out of yourself consistently? So in this video, we're going to talk about 5 principles that you can use immediately, whether you have a diagnosis or not. That's not going to affect it. It's going to work just as well. Principle number 1 is that you're not broken. Stop thinking of yourself as broken. You're not like a regular car. You're not a Volkswagen Golf. You're like a Ferrari. And Ferraris are incredible on a track and terrible at running errands. You try and do the weekly shop in a Ferrari. Where do you even put the shopping? And it's just a bit difficult to drive, and it's just not a great experience. It's never going to be a great experience. Go on the track and you're suddenly winning. Now, a Volkswagen Golf can do the shopping, and it's not terrible on a track. It's not great, but it's not terrible. So here's the thing, your high performance comes from the right conditions, from doing the right things that suit you, not from trying to turn a Ferrari into a Volkswagen Golf. The solution isn't to try harder to do the shopping, it's to spend more time on the track. So when you apply this to your work environment, spend more time doing the things that actually you're suited for, whatever they are. Principle number 2, energy matters more than skill. There are some things that you're good at that drain your energy, and there are some things that you are not good at that give you energy, and there are some things that you're good at and give you energy. And sustainable performance comes from this overlap specifically. If something drains you, even if you're really good at it, it will eventually limit your impact. You'll run out. I'm good at technical problem solving when I do it for fun or for someone else, but when it's my own work, it drains my energy. But when I spend time working with people, this gives me energy and I'm good at it and I get better at it the more I do. And it gives me more energy. It's very sustainable. So find ways to do more of what gives you energy. When you're thinking about using your strengths, focus at least as much on energy as the things that you're good at. Principle 3, don't use discipline for boring work. If a task is boring, don't rely on discipline. Accept it. You need to delegate the task, outsource it, find someone else who enjoys it, or not do it, right? What drains you might energize someone else, and you owe it to them to give them that task. I've got an admin who loves keeping me organized, and it's the best bill I pay every month, and now I'm much more organized. This isn't weakness, it's not being lazy, it's leverage. Now, sometimes there are things that you have to do that are kind of boring and you just have to do them. There are ways to solve this as well. Number 1 is try and make that task fun somehow. Put music on, do it with someone, do it alongside someone, make it into a game, right? Have a challenge that, like, how fast can I do this? How many minutes does it take me to do each step of this process? Or do it in a new way, like use AI, find a new AI tool to do this thing for you or with you. It maybe takes you a bit longer, it may be less efficient, but at least you'll get it done and you won't be drained by doing it because you're doing something new and interesting. Principle 4, externalize your executive function. Your brain isn't built to hold tasks, it's built to solve problems. You're not for storing ideas, it's for having them. So externalize executive functions. Use physical media, use the whiteboard, use paper, use post-it notes. If you need to use a computer or a phone, but bear in mind that when you use a computer or a phone, often the stuff is not visible and then it kind of ceases to exist. You don't notice it. So try and use something visible. But all these tasks and priorities and reminders need to live outside your head in some form of system. Now, one of the challenges here is that we tend to obsess about the system. The fact is that doesn't really matter. Just have a system and use it and focus on the actual work. When it comes to tasks, use a simple rule. Do it, schedule it, delegate it, or delete it, but never rely on "I'll remember later." Principle 5, manage your energy and dopamine consciously. Your brain will chase dopamine. It's just how it works. The question is, where does it get the dopamine from? If you don't consciously choose healthy sources, it will default to unhealthy ones. Scrolling, alcohol, caffeine, nicotine, food, things like that, things that don't actually boost your energy in the long term and they'll actually run you down. So choose healthy ones like exercise, time outside, connecting with people and friends, laughter, rest, even watching a video or a movie that is stimulating and interesting, or reading a book. Treat your body like an energy, like an experiment. You need to find out which things actually give you energy and dopamine, which things you enjoy, that are recharging for you and that are good for you. And then do those things consciously so that you don't get drawn into the less positive activities that also give you dopamine but aren't good for you. Now, as a bit of a bonus here, there's a bit of a sixth thing, which is find the right level of difficulty. Anytime you're doing a task, you need to make sure that it's at the right level of difficulty. If it's too easy, you're going to get bored. If it's impossibly hard, you'll disengage. The sweet spot is challenging enough to be interesting, but solvable enough to reward effort. And if you can find yourself in that space more often, where things are just challenging enough, like Goldilocks style, then you'll find that work more rewarding and more easy to do and more easy to be high performance at. And you'll progressively develop your skills, and those things that are more challenging will become more achievable later on. If this resonated with you, follow for more on working with your brain instead of fighting it. And if you have questions, drop them in the comments. In the meantime, have a great day and focus well.